Gary Drayton has huge news for Curse of Oak Island Season 12. The Curse of Oak Island recently wrapped up Season 11. However, fans have good reason to be excited for more. Gary Drayton recently appeared on social media, giving a hint on what's to come. Gary Drayton even brought his trusty magic wand. The series revolves around the Lagina brothers and their team searching for treasures which are believed to be buried in Oak Island in Nova Scotia. Gary Drayton was a recurring figure in some of the early seasons, becoming a permanent part of the show around the 5th season. Fans of the series know Drayton as a photographer and a metal detecting expert. He's even known by the moniker of Metal Detecting Ninja, in addition to writing books about the subject. The show's official Instagram page recently uploaded a video in which Drayton could be seen holding his metal detector. Speaking to fans, Drayton teased, "Hey, Curse of Oak Island fans, Gary Drayton here with me magic wand. I want to let you know this year we are going to do you proud on your favorite show. And I want to say thank you out there to everybody in the fellowship of the fans." Fans have good reason to suspect things are getting intense on the Curse of Oak Island. The post was captioned, "Coming to you live from Oak Island, Gary has a message for you." The Curse of Oak Island premieres Tuesday, November 12. Drayton's video is just one of many posts the show's Instagram has been using to promote the upcoming season. Another post shared a poster complete with the date. This time, it was captioned, "Save the date in your calendar." As noted by monsters and critics, fans already have a few reasons to believe the 12th season will be an exciting one. Reportedly, observers in the area noted heavy machinery being brought to Oak Island, suggesting the treasure hunt is about to get intense. There was also some speculation that there may have been findings around the Money Pit, an area of interest in the series. The Curse of Oak Island finished its 11th season earlier this year, ending on April 30, 2024. The series has also had a few spin-offs over the years, including The Curse of Civil War Gold. This series also notably featured Drayton. The sun glinted off the rolling waves of the North Atlantic, casting a golden hue over Oak Island. For treasure hunter Gary Drayton, this familiar scene brought a renewed surge of excitement. After years of digging, searching, and theorizing, Gary had an announcement that promised to elevate Season 12 of The Curse of Oak Island to legendary status. "I've got something truly special," Gary teased in his trademark British accent, the corners of his mouth curling into a grin. His cryptic statement immediately set the Oak Island fanbase abuzz. What could the metal detection wizard, known for his top pocket finds, have discovered this time? And why was he keeping it under wraps? The setup, a season of renewed hope. Season 11 had left the team with tantalizing clues but no definitive answers. They had unearthed remnants of structures, pieces of wood dated to the 1700s, and even the occasional coin, but the Money Pit, the legendary treasure site, remained elusive. As the team convened in the war room to kick off the new season, Gary walked in with an unusual swagger. "This isn't just another year," he began, his voice brimming with confidence. "This is the year." Marty Lagina raised an eyebrow. Rick Lagina leaned forward, visibly intrigued. "All right, Gary," Rick said. "You've got our attention. Spill it." Gary reached into his bag and pulled out a rolled up map, yellowed with age and marked with cryptic symbols. "This beauty here," he said, unrolling it century navigational map I acquired from a private collector. "It's got markings that align almost perfectly with the layout of Oak Island. And, wait for it, it pinpoints a previously unexplored area." The room fell silent as everyone leaned in. The map depicted what appeared to be a subterranean network stretching across the island. At its center was a mark labeled with a single enigmatic word, "Auriferous." "Gold bearing," Marty translated aloud, his voice filled with wonder. "The discovery, what lies beneath." Fueled by the map, the team wasted no time in getting to work. Gary led the charge, metal detector in hand, scanning the new site with laser focus. The first few sweeps yielded the usual array of rusty nails and iron debris, but on the fourth pass, his detector emitted a sharp, high-pitched beep. "Now that's what I'm talking about," Gary exclaimed, dropping to his knees to dig. The team crowded around as he pulled a small, intricately engraved medallion from the dirt. Its gold surface gleamed in the sunlight, and a faint inscription in Latin read, Vini Vidi Aurum, I came, I saw, I found gold. This could be Templar, Rick said, his voice barely above a whisper. We need to get this analyzed immediately. The expert's verdict, a game-changing artifact. The medallion was sent to a renowned historian specializing in Templar artifacts. Days later, the team gathered again in the war room to hear the verdict. Dr. Eleanor Watts appeared on the video call, her face beaming with excitement. What you found, she began, is extraordinary. The craftsmanship, the engraving, it's undeniably connected to the Knights Templar. But that's not all. The Latin inscription and design suggest it's part of a set, possibly used to mark the location of a significant treasure. Gary couldn't contain his excitement. You're saying there could be more out there? Absolutely, Dr. Watts confirmed. And if this medallion is here, it strongly supports the theory that the Templars made it to Oak Island with something to hide. Escalating the search. With this revelation, the team ramped up their efforts. Using ground-penetrating radar, they identified a large anomaly beneath the area where Gary had found the medallion. The shape of the anomaly suggested a chamber, one that had remained untouched for centuries. This could be the money pit, Marty speculated. Or at least a part of it. Excavation began in earnest, but the deeper they dug, the more challenges they faced. Water seeped in from the island's notorious flood tunnels, threatening to halt their progress. But Gary, ever the optimist, refused to let the setbacks dampen his spirits. We've come too far to turn back now, he declared. If there's treasure down there, we're going to find it. The big reveal. After weeks of grueling work, the team finally broke through into the chamber. Cameras rolled as Rick descended into the pit, his flashlight cutting through the darkness. When he reached the bottom, his voice crackled over the walkie-talkie, "You're not going to believe this." Gary and the others waited anxiously as Rick emerged, holding a chest covered in centuries-old barnacles. The lid creaked open to reveal a glittering hoard of gold coins, ornate jewelry, and a scroll sealed with the Templar cross. "This," Gary said, his voice choked with emotion, "is what we've been searching for all these years. A season to remember." News of the discovery spread like wildfire, making headlines around the world. For Gary, the moment was a culmination of years of dedication and belief in Oak Island's mysteries. But even as the team celebrated, Gary couldn't help but wonder what other secrets